First of all, guys, thank all the new subscribers. Our little community, our little YouTube channel is growing like a weed. We feel more like a family now, in a way that like we're just one mental breakdown from it all falling apart. And that's real family. Today, we are watching a video of British etiquette to see how bad we messed up in England. And I have a feeling we messed up a lot.
Probably.
In England. But I want to know how much. And if you have an idea or have something, because you guys make fun of me about the fork. And I want to bring, and then you guys say stuff like, you said this wrong, you said this wrong, or you said this wrong. We are trying, okay? We are trying, and we're trying more by learning today.
Yes.
So let's see how much we messed up in England. Today, we got a video by Easy British English. So let's get started and watch 12 Things Not to Do in Britain. How many do you think we actually did?
I don't know.
I'm going to say all of them.
Probably
did all
probably
of them.
all of them.
Yeah, like,
Number 1. Do not drive on the right-hand side of the road. We're only one of 4 nations in Europe to drive on the left. This is a crucial one, so don't forget it.
okay. When we go back over there, I want to get my international driver's license because I want to drive a little bit. But I have nightmares thinking about just going turning the wrong way. I don't want to turn the wrong way.
No.
I don't want to pull into it. And I feel like I'm making a mountain out of a molehill. Have you came from England to America and drove on the right side of the road? Have you done that? Was that hard to drive on the right side of the road? Double entendre.
Number 2. Do not forget the importance of the word sorry. We're a polite nation, so the word sorry can be used in many circumstances outside of just being culpable. It can get you out of so many situations, so don't be afraid to overuse it.
That's something.
I'm sorry. That's okay.
He said, that's okay. So that's something that Tiffany gets really mad at. I'm Southern. Tiffany's Northern. Tiffany comes from a get it done, move on. I'm Southern. They call that, like, we apologize for living down here. Like, people will run into me and I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I apologize for existing. If I didn't exist here, you would have never ran into me. That's just the Southern way. We apologize. So I guarantee I did that one.
Well, I do apologize a lot. My thing is I do get annoyed when I'm apologizing multiple times and people don't apologize back, especially when it's something like that, like you bumped into someone and I say I'm sorry and they don't even acknowledge I said it, then I get annoyed and I'll eventually just stop saying it for the day.
We was in the hotel in England and they had a little coffee set up. We'll show you a video of our hotel. Like and subscribe. But while I'm sitting there making a cup of coffee, this lady walks behind me and I'm sitting there making coffee and she says nothing to me, right? She says nothing. She's just waiting her turn. And I just turn around and I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, for no reason. Just apologize. I'm sorry for existing and making coffee.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Do not be late.
Yeah.
Maybe this is an obvious one to me, but being late is not accepted.
That is a
friends,
pet peeve of
family,
mine.
or colleagues. And if you are,
my God,
be
that is a
prepared
pet
to
peeve of
deploy
mine.
your most convincing sorry.
You're fired.
Oh, fuck.
That is from day one of us being married, that has always been a pet peeve. I am if you tell me to be there at 10 o'clock, like I'm there at 10:50. That's where her thing is. She
You
wants.
said that wrong.
Yeah, well, 9:50. You know what I mean? She's there 10:50. My thing is like this right here, right? So like when I'm doing something, like I take into consideration traffic, and I'm like, it's going to take me 45 minutes to get there. So I need to leave. If I need to be there at 9:45, I'm going to leave at 8:30 because I give an extra 30 minutes in case something happens. And 9 times out of 10, there's always built up traffic. There's always something. We always drive in America. Tiffany's like, I'll leave at 9:05. Maybe we'll get there early. And then you show up at 10:15. And every time I'm driving the car, which I'll give it to her, like she's not that bad. With 2 kids, it's hard to get everything done on time and try to be on time. We probably live the closest to church, and we are always the last one to church. I could not tell you. They could give away $1 million the first 10 minutes of church. We would never know it.
I'm not that.
Do not forget to be considerate. Britain is trying to be more and more inclusive, and you'll find evidence of this all around. For example, on trains, there are signs dedicating seats to the elderly, the disabled, and the pregnant. So be aware and be readily available to give over your seat. Would you like the seat? Oh, yes, please. Okay. Oh.
In America, it's hard to be considerate because sometimes being considerate gets you in trouble.
Yeah, over here that can come off very offensive.
Yeah, I don't understand that. We live in a time that's like, you see a lady walking to the door. In the South, it's not so bad. We live in a small town, it's not so bad. But it's like, you see a lady walking, you open the door. You see, I was at the store today, and a guy walked in behind me, and I held the door open, and he was like, "Thank you, sir. Thank you. You know, move on with your life." But you hold the door open for a lady, and they're like, "What? You don't think I can open a door?
Yeah.
You think I'm not strong enough to open a door? You think because I'm a woman I can't open a door?" And it's like, no, it's just like common courtesy. Like everybody takes everything the wrong way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like obviously, you see a pregnant woman on a train or somewhere, you stand up and take your seat. But like,
You say that, but people don't. I've
But it-
had 2 kids, and not very many people has especially gave up their seat for me.
it's a dying culture in America. I
Right.
say the more in Southern America, it's still a thing, smaller towns. But you get to bigger cities and stuff like that, it's a rare occasion.
In London, a few times on the train, I did see elderly people standing, and younger people did not get up for them. I don't know
No.
if they were asked, you want my seat, and the elderly person refused.
Well, you got to keep in mind, he's talking about Britain, not London.
Yeah.
And there's different.
That's
I
true.
would say if you're on on a bus in a smaller town, probably like here in America,
Yeah.
London thinks a lot different than the rest of Britain.
Mhm.
Get an Arctic Monkeys t-shirt or a band.
Do not forget to look right.
Okay, no, okay.
This comes hand in hand with
Okay,
drive.
now hold on, because you guys was mean. You guys talked to us like we was children. We look both ways when you're crossing the road, but deep in the confines of your brain's telling you what to expect.
Yeah.
We're looking this way, and we don't see a car coming. Yeah, you're good. So when you look and you look, even if you're not walking on the street, it still freaks you out.
Yeah, you're just like, whoa.
You're looking back this way, and the car's coming this way, and you're like, well, you're nowhere near the road.
Yeah.
You're nowhere near it. You just remind yourself. You're just looking.
It just don't seem right.
Yeah, like what are you doing over there? This
I
man's
don't know about
crazy.
you, but I literally have like memories of my grandfather like teaching me how to cross the road,
Yeah.
or not even like crossing the road, because in America you don't cross roads, like big roads anyway, especially where we live. But even just walking into the neighborhood, like off the driveway.
Yeah.
Like he was taught, like I remember, you look this way first, then you look that way.
Yeah. And I think that's another thing too.
And then you look back this way, and then you go.
Yeah. See how you look back this way, so you're looking on the right hand side
That's
of
the
the
way
road.
I was taught.
So like we're looking on, like in England, you're looking at the way that traffic's not coming. Then you're looking at the way traffic's coming. Then you're looking back at the way the traffic's not coming, and something doesn't set right on your brain of that.
Yeah.
Like you're like, okay, no. Okay, I gotta look, and it just sends you into a tizzy.
Yeah.
You know, it's not as big as a deal as we're making it, but like, I guess if you come to America, you'll like. But when you come to America, you don't really cross a lot of streets.
No, that's the thing.
You drive everywhere.
Unless you go to New York City.
Yeah, you go to New York City, you'll kind of get the idea. But it's not like end of the world. You're gonna have an emotional breakdown, but you're like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think we got close to being hit by a car while we was there, did we?
Yeah.
Did I?
Number 7. Hello? Hello? Let me in. Let me in. I would like some beer. I want beer.
I want beer.
I want beer.
Do not go out too late. You might find it surprising, considering the drinking culture in Britain, that our pubs actually close at 11 p.m. Now, don't think that's because we don't like to go out late. We just like to drink throughout the day. Most pubs will open at 11 a.m.
I noticed a couple things about England. Like, y'all close stuff at weird times.
Yeah.
Like, most of the time in America, 11 p.m. is not crazy.
No.
I think during the week, most bars close at like 12. And then, like, it's 2 a.m. on the weekends.
Yeah.
I don't really go to bars, so I could be wrong on that. They could be up at 1 a.m., whatever.
Yeah.
So that's not too weird. But on Sunday, it's weird because nothing's open.
Yeah, that was so strange.
That was crazy. Like, and Sunday, like, nothing open until like 12.
Yeah.
And when you're there relying on a cup of coffee, I can respect it. You know, I can respect it, you know, people taking their time. But if you're not aware of that and you're like, I'm going to go get a cup of coffee, and you just walk around outside your hotel and you're like, oh, they must be closed on Sunday. And then you walk to the other one and you're like, they must be closed too. And then you walk even farther to Starbucks and you're like, the hell's going on here? You know what I mean? Like, why is Starbucks closed? You know, that was weird.
It kind of felt like the rapture happened.
Yeah.
Like everything's closed.
Yeah. Like,
where did everybody go? And the streets are empty. I guess everybody was maybe in church. I don't know.
I think
Or just even
I think they just focus on rest. Like America's
taking a
so
rest day.
yeah, America's so focused on go.
Yeah.
Any opportunity to make money. I even got to catch myself on that too, because like I work Monday through Friday. Every day I'm coming home at like 8 p.m. Like I'm coming home and like I'm probably gonna be working somewhat Saturday. And if I allow myself, I'll be working Sunday. So that idea that they just kind of close down, even in a big city like London, which I'm sure there's places that are open. I'm sure there's smaller businesses that are open. But the fact that they did that is really cool, you know? Like Starbucks and all that, it's like not open on a Sunday. I'm sure there's probably one Starbucks open somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not against it. I was just unaware.
Yeah.
Do not miss out on our free museums. In Great Britain, you'll find that most of our museums are free to access. Just London, for example, has the following: the Design Museum, the National Maritime Museum,
That's
the Horniman Museum,
the Horniman Museum. That's cool.
The Imperial War Museum, the Museum of London Docklands, the Natural History
We
Museum,
didn't see that one. I wanted to see that one.
the British
Okay,
Museum,
see that one?
the RAF.
Guys, hit the like and subscribe button because, okay, we're taking our time on these videos. We want them to be nice for our vlogs, but we went to the British Museum.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And that was probably one of the highlights of the trip for me. It was so cool. And that's something I really want to share with you guys and really talk. I know a lot of you guys are from England. You've probably been there before. Probably don't think it's that big of a deal. But for me, coming from America, like I don't want to get into much of it now, but it was absolutely amazing. And it does blow my mind. Like I do know that like our Smithsonian's in DC are free. The majority of all the other museums around here, you got to pay for. Which I can't say nothing because, like in England, you had to pay to go to the Tower of London. You had to pay to go to St. Paul's Cathedral.
Yeah, you had to pay for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff you had to pay for, but the actual state-ran museums, they were free. And I want to say, that a lot of state-ran stuff here you got to pay for, even going to the beach.
Yeah,
It ain't
state
expensive.
parks.
Yeah, state parks and stuff's like $3 or $4 per person. It's not crazy. They're not
Well, like some of the state park beaches, like is $10 per carload.
Yeah, so the idea that you're seeing such amazing things for free.
Yeah.
We're American. If it's worth looking at, you gotta pay.
Yeah.
Hey, get to the back! What are you doing? Get to the back! You are up in the back! Move it! I want to see you think you are! Get out of here! Don't know the rules here!
Do not forget to queue. This one is a bit of a cliche, but for a good reason.
Okay, so that's not a cliche. You don't know how hard it is for some people in this country to just get in line.
Yeah.
You don't know how many times you'll be in the grocery store and like you'll just be sitting there minding your own business. Like you're in a line, you just accept it, waiting to check out. And you get that one person behind you who's like, I gotta ask her a question.
Yeah. Or they stand over your shoulder and breathe heavily.
Yeah. And then they're like, I'm in a hurry. Can you let me ahead? And they have mounds. I mean, when I tell you they're in the hurry for the apocalypse, it's like, no, just wait your turn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
just wait your turn.
I have a question. When you guys are in a queue and say Richard's standing in the line and I have to walk away for a reason out of line, and then I walk back to find him and get in line with him, is that offensive? Like, is that wrong? Because sometimes in America, depending on where you're at, it's okay to do, but a lot of people will get mad at you for doing it.
Oh, Disney?
I got cussed out in Disney.
Disney
a bunch of like
is
14-year-old
insane.
girls.
Disney is insane. Forget about the 14-year-old girls. Disney adults are insane.
Yeah.
Okay? We was there with her family, right? We're getting on the small world. And at the very last maybe 100 feet, Google it, I'll put the 100 feet, there's a chain that just breaks up, right? So we're just talking and we're walking on both sides of the chain. And we get down to the very bottom. And this woman looks at us and she's like, how it just ended up is she was ahead of them, or she was ahead of us, but she was behind the rest of our party. There's me and her, and then there's 6 people up ahead of her.
Yep.
That is our family. And she looks at us and she goes, do you want us to get in front of your family so you guys can ride together? I said, no, we're just going to get on the boat with our family. We'll just get in, we'll get in front of you guys. That way you're all together. So why don't you just get behind us? I mean, we're all the same family. No, we're going to get, and the guy up front is looking, he's like, you're all going to be on the same boat. The guy working at Disney,
anyway.
He said it doesn't matter. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. We're just going to get on the boat. He's like, you're all going to get on the same boat. And she's like, sir, do you mind if we just get in front of him? He's like, but do you have family up there? She's like, no, but they want to be with their family. He said, you're all going to get on the same boat, ma'am. Just relax. Like it was stupid. Like after he said that, like I was like done. Like I was mad, very insulted that situation. Like, normal common courtesy is like, oh, do you want to hop up here with your family? Not, do you want all 6, 7 people to get behind me and this person so we can get on this ride 1 second before you?
Yep.
It's like, that's dumb. But that's a Disney adult. So that was probably your 4th time on that ride that day.
Yeah.
Brits love to queue. It's one of our favourite pastimes. So get to the back and join in. Sorry.
Real quick.
Number 11.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Leave it to me. I'm British. I know how to queue. Okay. Speaking of the devil, there's the Disney store.
Do not walk over a red light.
Oh, I do New York
Whilst this won't
rules.
get you in trouble with the police, it's advisable that you don't do it. But you will see many pedestrians in Britain holding their hands out to stop traffic in mid-flow on a red light. But just because they're doing it doesn't mean you should too.
Okay, I'm not going to do that, but if I see it's clear, I'm going.
Well, we did follow
Yeah.
the crowds when it was
And
red.
number
We
12.
didn't want to.
Hey, what are you doing? Move over. Over.
Do not stand on the left side of the escalator. This one is an unwritten rule around Britain, apart from London, where you'll even see signposts for it. Stay on that right-hand side so you can witness hundreds of Brits legging it up the left-hand side, sweating to get home from work.
Sorry.
Okay, so luckily enough, I watched a video that made mention of this before we went over there. And then me and Tiffany, the first time we was on the tube, we was going down, I think to the Elizabeth line. It's like really far down there. And we was going, and she's like standing next to me. This is not a thing in America.
No.
I don't know many Americans that walk up an escalator, to be fair with you. Like
No.
maybe in New York,
Maybe.
but like if you go to a mall here in America, we're all standing on the escalator.
Everyone.
Nobody's.
And they all block the whole thing, so there's no way of getting
It's
past.
like I understand you're in a hurry, but if you're walking on an escalator, you're missing the point of an escalator.
Yeah.
That's the point of it. It doesn't work for you, But I understand people's in a hurry. But anyway, me and Tiffany sitting there, and she's standing next to me, and I was like, "You can't do that here.
I
You
was
gotta get
aware.
you got to get in front of me." And I felt so proud. I put her in her place.
Yeah, you got me good.
I felt really proud of it because I knew British stuff, and I was like, you can't do that. People's trying to. And oddly enough, there was like us and one other person on this entire escalator. So I moved her over for nothing.
Yeah. Nobody there.
Yeah, there was nobody there. It was like late at night, and like we probably would have had a better chance of getting mugged than getting in the way of somebody walking down the escalator. But nevertheless, took care of that. I feel like we did pretty good.
What?
As far as the.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I don't feel like I don't feel like I was a true, proper English gentleman yet.
No.
Which is why at 5,000 subscribers, I return to take some etiquette courses to become a true English gentleman. A true English gentleman. I will curtsy when I curtsy. I will bow when it's time to bow. I don't know if I'm even supposed to curtsy at all.
I don't think it
I don't think I make curtsies. But I'll know that for a fact when you like and subscribe. And then we get to a 5,000, I go back to England and take an etiquette class.
Yeah.
And I learn how to use a knife and fork.
That's the thing. I would like someone to send us a video of how we should properly do
Realistically, we just need to, could you picture us just sitting here, instead of doing a reaction video, we're just just trying to get it together.
It's just so funny how many people's commented about it.
Yeah, it's terrible. They never taught us that here.
No.
Nobody ever taught. They don't teach us nothing.
No.
They don't teach us nothing here.
Which, if anybody wants to send us a video on how to do that, then let us know in the comments. Do you want to send us
we'll
one?
give it a shot,
Because currently we're trying to teach our 1-year-old how to use utensils. So we could show him and teach him the right way from the start.
The proper British way.
Yeah.
The right way, apparently. As so many of you have exclaimed on the comments. I can't. I don't know. I think I can do it. Guys, thank you for watching. If you want to see more reaction videos, or if you got an idea for a reaction video, we are going to try to do these once a week. Reaction on Wednesday, and a vlog on Sunday. And if you have an idea of what we should react to it, put it down below. Leave a like. I'm Rich.
Um,
And that was 12 things to not do in Britain.
Bye.